美女だ美女だ美女だ美女に囲まれた
無規制配信オバコンスターティン
スターティン
ということでね、
もうわしとリンゴちゃんしかやってない、ね、
まあね、
このバカチンが
ということでね、今週も始まりましたね、無規制配信。
今週は誰からしてもくしくではないけど、今年年内の最終放送でございます。
あ、そうなんだ。
まあいろいろね、
まあ忙しいもんね、師走っていうぐらいですよね。
バーバーもね、腐れ欧米人では半ばあるので、そのクリスマス的なものやそういうのはいろいろあるので
今コメントが来ましたね。Zalia says, I've seen half of those in Where Winds Meet. The characters, I assume. Yeah, those types of games have similar looking characters with similar hairstyles in them, huh? Usually exotic and beautiful looking women come out of those games, huh?
Yeah.
So I guess those are supermodels, right? I assume probably this game is one from China, right?
I think
there are ones from China, there are ones from Korea, there's ones from Japan too recently too. They started making these FMV.
FMV games are making a comeback, and people seem to love these romance type FMV ones.
Jenny decided to give it a go since it's kind of the Christmas episode, if that makes sense.
It might sound funny, but in Japan, the Christmas tradition is to spend time with your girlfriend and have sex.
Yeah, in Japan, basically Christmas is that. So he says, "Oh my God, it's time for Plumbers Don't Wear Ties remake." Then, actually, the other day when I saw that on sale, I told Jenny that she should pick it up.
That was on sale. Is it still on sale?
I don't know. It might still be. If it is, you should pick it up.
Probably.
So he says, "Well, I think that's a tradition everywhere." Oh, okay. So I guess it's kind of like that in Spain too.
Yeah. Well, specifically in Japan,
it's very blatantly that way.
In a way, the family aspect is non-existent, and it's like
families do it too, but it's much more about couples.
It's more about couples going out and like
well, it's an excuse to get it on, huh?
Yeah. Like they say, making bacon.
Making bacon, whatever that means.
Yeah, and I thought it would be just fitting since I'm eternally alone and I'll never see love, that I might as well play an FMV romance simulator and just pretend that I'm like having a romance, and I can pretend that all these influencer or supermodels are actually trans or like that.
Yeah. So here it's more for teenagers, but yeah, I'm more of a family guy. Not having a girlfriend helps that too. Yeah, I guess you could say the same over here too. But over here, I guess it's more for college students and young salary men and salary women.
Yeah.
The younger working force, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot of college students, mainly that, I guess. So as well, if you like visual novels, 75% of Japanese Dreamcast collection are visual novels. Technically, yeah, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
There's a lot of text adventure games on that,
late in the Sega, I guess mid Sega Saturn to the Dreamcast era was the FMV era, when they were, and especially with the Dreamcast, when they were almost DVD-ROMs with the GD-ROMs, they finally got good quality video.
Yeah, you could almost say that maybe the Dreamcast era kind of made it more mainstream, huh? The visual novels, because it was more almost exclusively PC gaming in Japan. That was the visual novels. The Tokimeki Memorial game was one of the first ones to become popularized in Japan majorly outside of the PC scene, but I would say that like the Dreamcast era made it popular for those games having intricate stories in them, not just getting it on, or not just about like a rom-com or something. So it says you even have an Evangelion one in case you want to kiss Ayanami before your body melts into orange juice. Oh yeah, there's that Koutetsu no Garu Furendo game that came out on the Sega Saturn. I actually still own that. I never played it, but I have it in a box.
In a box?
Yeah. If we can ever get a setup where like we can set up the Sega Saturn to like a capture card or something like that, Jenny could stream games like that eventually too, if ever.
Well, that would be a pretty big hassle to
It would be a hassle.
old hardware.
Yeah. You'd have to have a lot of converters probably.
Yeah.
So anywho, I guess this is as Christmassy as any other game.
Yeah. So you can just pretend that this is going on. Since the setting is Japan, though, it's in Japanese.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Tell me if you think tell me if you think the volume is too high on the game. Pretty different from traditional games. I wasn't really sure how to set the volume. So actually, I might want to turn the volume down a little bit, huh? I would say like the first text adventure game or visual novel that I played that I really, really liked was probably Kojima's Snatchers.
Yeah.
That was the first like visual novel that I played that I really liked.
Snatchers and Police Knots.
Police Knots might still be my favorite Kojima game. So he says, sure thing, I'll keep an ear for the volume. Okay, thanks. Oh, you have that exact same calendar.
Well, the same type. Yeah.
You get that at like a all for $1 kind of place. The Daiso, huh? They probably manufacture all those in China anyways, right?
Probably, yeah.
This is strangely nostalgic to me.
Yeah.
Looking around and clicking on things, seeing what happens. Sayu says, by the way, I'm being bullied in Monster Hunter by Japanese players because my name is not Japanese. I'm thinking of changing my name to 100% Nihongo. Oh, really? You're being bullied by Japanese players for doing that?
That's kind of strange.
Oh, well, those people can, in my personal opinion, those people can go fuck themselves. I mean, you're playing with the world anyways. There's plenty of Japanese people that have alpha names that use alphabet, like technically Jenny does too. Celia says, yeah, they only accept Japanese names into their quests. It's super weird. Yeah, that is super weird. You probably shouldn't mingle with people like that anyways. They're probably ultra-nationalists that believe in the ultra-demon prime minister that we have right now, so...
Yeah. They're probably those assholes that are being racist and bullying Kurdish refugees in Japan.
Yeah. So it says members of that nice and definitely not shady church. Yeah. There's quite possibly they might actually be members of that Unification Church or the Church of Unification. They actually might be.
Probably. Bastards. What are those panties?
What the hell? totally normal dude. What the hell?
Well, they're a bunch of perverts at this art exhibit.
It seems like you're being kind of a perv.
Let's see what to do. Let's see. The choice is quietly inform her. Quietly put her coat.
Put your coat on her. To wrap around her.
And resolve the problem with extreme measures.
So he says, I bought Hatofuru Boyfriend to a friend of mine who loves visual novels. Oh, well, that's considered, I guess. What was Hatofuru Boyfriend? Let me check. Kind of rings a bell.
Any option you are interested in, Salyev? The quietly inform, put your coat on her, or resolve the problem with extreme measures.
Okay, I see the Hatofuru Boyfriend. That's Salya says, all with violence, Jenny.
I guess I'll resolve the problem with extreme measures. Oh no, I pissed her off.
You got an achievement for that, though. You got an achievement for sticking tape on the woman's dress. Yeah, I saw the Hatofuru Boyfriend. That's a pretty good joke. I hope they enjoyed it. It looks like a fun game, actually. I actually appreciate them going to the measure to hire voice actors in Japan to voice all the characters in this. They seem to have chosen fairly high quality voice actors too. Oh, you got a comment from Mibo Rini Mibo, the Mibo Meister. As usual, Mibori-san has left a cryptic comment just with emoji. Cat with sunglasses. That I think isn't that character that comes out in Super Mario USA? You know that pink thing that's like a ghost with that white mask?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that one.
One of them is jailed and one of them is crying. Then there's a Christmas tree, and then a cat with sunglasses. Salyev says, Shy Guy? I assume that's the name of the character then? I think that's the character. It looks a lot like the character. So, well, you can go ahead and read out the questions.
The next choices are, something happened. In parentheses, and no, nothing happened. And the third one is, change the subject.
So you're being tested right now.
Yeah. Because she said I can keep the panties if I want.
Any preferences in the choices, Salia? Or you can answer them if you want to, too, Jenny. You are playing.
All right, why don't we take turns?
Take turns?
Why don't you choose this
me?
time? Then? Yeah.
Okay, that's kind of fun.
Then we can really mix up what happens.
Okay, that sounds kind of fun. Why don't you say, yes, something happened?
Something happened.
Yeah.
多分心配しないで責任取るから
それだけ
それだけって他に何ができるの
もうすぐ旦那が来るよこれなんて言うかな
旦那いやいや誤解だよ僕用事あるから先行くね
そこまで怖がらなくても冗談私たち何もしてなかった
どっちでも僕もう行かなきゃじゃあね
ここ君の家じゃないの
え
二人とも起きたの居心地悪いと思ったら先輩の家だったんだ
君たちって
私の妹ですよその先生は私のパパ先生の最もお気に入りの生徒だった小さい頃の話をまだ自慢してるんだあなたねもういい
もしかして昨日3人で
夢でも見ているの恋もうそんなに飲まないで私がわからない
Character made a reference like what was it a threesome?
Dude is a little too weak on the liquor, huh? Does this guy like have amnesia or something? So they're like timed interactions.
There are some timed interactions it looked like.
I guess in that case you might want to stick to making the decisions, huh?
Well, the timed interactions, I'm not gonna have time to
Yeah.
to read them out, so someone else can choose.
So going back to Mibori-san's comment, I wonder what that would be. The character from Super Mario USA, Shy Guy, I assume, and a Christmas tree and two cats wearing sunglasses. One of them is imprisoned and the other one is crying. I wonder what kind of scene this would be. Hmm.
足を運んでいただき大変光栄に思います。お友達ですか？
そうだよ。
ああ、こんな仕事はいいから、運先生に付き合ってくれ。ぼーっとすんな。給料出すから。ほら。早く。
So, well, two things. One, we established that Meeble might be an advanced bot that recognizes festivities after checking a date. And second, if you want me to choose, don't tell me what the choices are. I'll give you a number, so it's pure chaos. Okay, that sounds like fun. Okay, well, since it's your round now, then there's number 1 and number 2. You can choose 1 or 2, Saliev. 2. Saliev says 2.
So I guess this one then.
And that is...
she's asking, what do you think about this picture? And the first one is the coloring and the proportions are stylish. And this and the one that you chose is, it looks like a picture my relative drew,
so yes,
which is pretty salty.
Being pretty salty.
So if this is a picture she drew, then I'm really
You're gonna be
her.
throwing salt at her.
Yeah.
Let's see what happens. Should be chaotic.
君の親戚も画家なの？
いや、おじさんは墨を売ってて、その墨でよく地面に絵描いてた。この絵、おじさんのと作風が似てるな。
So it says nice.
何それ？
Well,
Strange is she actually thought that was funny.
Which means
I guess she has a sense of humor then, huh?
Yeah.
She didn't draw it, so that was good.
Yeah. It wasn't like, I drew that, you stupid piece of shit.
So he says, trust me, if I have to choose any dialogue, you are not getting it here. Okay, so I guess it's my round then?
Yeah. And this time it's act cool and just wave goodbye. Shake hands and part ways and give a hug and leave.
Okay, let's seem desperate. Give her a hug.
Okay.
She actually liked that. I guess she's pretty friendly then.
また連絡する。もう行くね。どうして昨夜恋と飲んで今朝先輩家にいるの？この話をすると腹が立つわ。恋から電話がかかってきて。
え？あれ、スマホが。
酔っ払って家が見つからないから迎えに来てって。私はもう寝ついてたけど、万が一彼に何かあったら困るから迎えに行ったの。で、着いたら泥酔した君たちを見て、結局二人とも連れ帰った。恋？なるほどね、わかった。着替えてくるね。外で朝食を食べよう。朝食なら買っておいたよ。二人、ここで食べてもいいよ。私、外がいい。恋はここで食べるかしら。
Now it's your choice, Jenny.
Let's see. Go out and eat here, or pretend you couldn't hear.
You go out and eat with the girl on the left,
With the blonde, yeah.
or you stay here and eat with the girl on the right, or you pretend that you didn't hear anything.
Well,
That's kind of bizarre choice.
well, so far things are working out. So let's see what happens. Pushing forward with the artist.
So you're trying to get laid.
Well, we'll see what
We'll
happens.
see what happens.
ここで食べるよ。
じゃあ別に一人で行く。どうしたの？
スマホがない。
昨日のバーに落としたの？
かもしれない。探しに行ってくれ。すみません。スマホの忘れ物ありませんか？どうして僕のスマホ？
昨日はあんなこともしたのに、もう忘れたの
Dope. Looks like you're making trouble with all the girls.
Okay, so you lost your smartphone. You went back to the bar to check to see if you dropped it. Random girl appears and said, "Why?" And you said, "Why do you have my smartphone?" And she's like, "What? You forgot what happened last night?" So, Salyav, you have a 1, 2, or a 3. So it says, let's be polite this time. 1.
Okay, one is we met at the exhibit, right?
And by the way, too, is last night, you and me, ... And the third one is
Don't ask.
don't
me.
ask me. And so we'll go with the one on
Yeah.
the very left, which is 1. which is we met at the exhibit? Question mark.
Which I would think is probably wrong, but
展覧会で知り合った。
何が展覧会よ。
お客様に何をどういうことだ、説明しろ。
すみませんでした。昨日の夜あなたは酔っ払ってスマホを探すのを手伝わせましたけど手伝わなかったんです。申し訳ありませんでした。
申し訳ございません。きちんとしつけしますんで給与を差し引いてやります。もう一度ちゃんと謝るんだ。
もう二度と会いたくないよ。
You really pissed the girl off.
seriously pissed her off.
Yeah, so apparently you lost your phone being super drunk the last night, and she looked for your phone all night by herself, and you came back and like totally forgot about that, and she was pissed about it. But I'm not sure what you should expect from someone that's so drunk that they drop their phone. So usually in these types of games, the protagonist is very, very clumsy, huh? I guess this is a choice too. Oh well, we shouldn't. This you should just go ahead and do, huh? Because it's multiple choices. This would take too long for making a rotation.
Yes, these are people that might come out that you can interact with them.
Is this WeChat?
Maybe.
So he says, so 1 are polite choices, 2 are incel as fuck answers, and 3 is I'm a fucking dick choices. Maybe. They might
or
mix
they
things
might,
around.
Yeah, they might throw you off with the orders though, so you don't like go like all blitz on just one single choice.
So again, going back, it does seem, I do assume that the Miibo Rini Miibo sent, that is probably Shy Guy. I checked, Shy Guy in Japan is Heiho.
Heiho.
Yeah. So I'm pretty sure that wouldn't come out in generative AI, right? Since Nintendo is so, clingy about their IPs. So let's just say Pink Ghost with White Mask is imprisoned, and Pink Ghost with White Mask, also Pink Ghost with White Mask, that is friends with imprisoned Ghost, is crying in front of the cell because it's Christmas Day or Christmas Eve, and they can't be together because other Ghost is like imprisoned, and 2 chill cats are just watching this Christmas chaos. What do you think?
Yeah, that sounds amusing.
And no Christmas miracles happening kind of thing. I'll try putting that in. It might be kind of interesting. Well, Miibo Rini Miibo gave a thumbs up, so I will be prompting that then.
に戻りたい？じゃあ戻ればいいじゃん。
嫌だよ。
お前は借金を抱えていて家族を巻き込みたくないって知ってるけど、何も言わずに逃げるなんていいことじゃないと思うぜ。無視すんな。あ？俺は一人で知らない町に来たお前のことが心配だから付き合ってやったぞ。何？喧嘩する気か？おい、人の話を聞け。こっち見ろ。大事な話だ。お前は金を持っていないから一人で部屋を借りることは無理だろう。今は2つの選択肢がある。ルームシェアするか、俺と一緒に住むか。どちらかを選べ。
Apparently, I am carrying a lot of debt, and I'm trying to hide that fact from my mother. And I'm running out of a place to live because I'm in debt. So I either need to do a room share with other people or live with my friend. What do you think?
It's your choice, right?
Well, whichever's fine with me. What do you think? Go for the room share?
I guess.
Alright.
ちょうどルームメイトを探しているクライアントが何人かいるから、ふさわしい相手が見つかったら部屋を探そう。人は呼んできたよ。どうも、どうぞ、入ってください。
So it says, why are the protagonists of these games always such losers? Yeah, they do tend to be that way, huh?
こんなにたくさんの人の中にふさわしいルームメイトがないってのが、一体何の基準で選んでいるんだよお前は。もう路上で寝てろよ。
You said there weren't any roommates that you wanted to share your roommate, and the guy got mad and said, if you don't want to share your room with anyone, then go sleep out on the streets.
お前運がいいな。またルームシェアしたい人がいた。会いに行こうぜ。
Said, you're lucky, there's another person who wants to share the room with you. I'm assuming that the person who happens to want to share a room happens to be a beautiful woman, I assume. And things get complicated. The plot thickens.
So I started off with the blondes slightly liking me. The artist likes me, and the girl that was forced to look for my phone does not like me.
Yeah. So it says, of course, it has to be a 1010 mega breast girl. The one that comes out that suddenly you share a room with. Usually tends to be something like that, huh? They want like a hook or something provocative. Let's see how it rolls.
僕がどんなに落ちこぼれてもこんなバイクは。
もたもたすんな。これはかなりの良質クライアントだぞ。言っておくけど、この人がダメだったら。
Well, first person bike ride.
乗り心地がいいな。
ついた。入って。今のお前の収入はルームシェアするしかない。この部屋は俺が知っている中で一番いい部屋だ。ほら、どうだ？俺はお客様に電話をするから、お前はまあ。適当に内見してすぐ戻るから。
like I can look for evidence of what kind of person lives here.
強火で2分煮る。
Noodles. It's an IKEA plate.
Oops. ソファー硬いな。座り心地が悪い。かわいい服。この字結構かわいい。
Randomly looking at other people's shit. What a douchebag.
ヘアゴム50円。ずいぶん細かいな。ごめんごめん。ああ、いい匂い。
I prompted the generative AI image, but it's a little bit entertaining, I guess.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they are pink ghosts imprisoned
Imprisoned?
in ice, actually, though, and not like in a prison cell. And they're crying, and there's weird cat-like things staring at them. Kind of in a Pixar kind of,
Kind of weird.
yeah, style. So I said, sorry, my dog puked and I had to clean it up and watch him. Oh, no problem. You can take your time.
でも私一星とルームシェアしないって契約を結んだ時に言いました。
Uh-oh. The owner of the room is the girl that hates me. Doe! I suppose this interaction is different, a little different, if they don't like me.
Probably.
口頭での合意は通常法的効力がないです。なあ、恋。
So the choices are to have her accept me sharing the room with her, or have your friend who works in real estate
Convince her.
convince her.
Was it your turn?
Was it? Did you choose last time?
I think it's your turn. Salyev chose last time.
Oh. I might as well just try to do it myself.
記載がないとルームシェアする権利があるってことになる。
でもあの時は確かに約束してくれたもん。
まあ契約書が正式な契約だけどね。でも安心して。君の邪魔したりしないから。もし君が契約違反したら違約金が発生するかもよ。
そうそう、違約金が出るんです。お客様が契約違反したからもちろん出るんですよ。
ゴキブリ。
どこどこ？退治してやる。
ここ。
どこ？見えないな。
So you end up convincing the girl that doesn't want to share her room with you to share her room with you, and cockroach came out in the middle of the night and she's like, kill the cockroach for me. It doesn't really look like the type of room that cockroaches would come out in though, huh?
She finally doesn't hate me.
So it says a cockroach would consider that a luxury mansion. Yeah, I would assume so. It looks like a really nice mansion. Fairly large for a person to be living there by themselves, too. Oh yeah, while we're at it, were there any things that you saw? Oh, actually, we got to a choosing point. I guess it would be my turn then, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. She was talking about your family not being able to come to her graduation. Her family not being able to come to her graduation. So offering to go to her graduation pretending to be a family member, or offering to go pretending to be her boyfriend. Okay,
that's pretty
let's go with that second one. Offer to go as her boyfriend.
Nerves of steel.
So it says, so she actually accepts? Well, it seems like you went without telling her, which is pretty creepy. You brought flowers and pretend to be close to her, and her roommates, her college friends were like, what? I didn't know you had a boyfriend. And she's like, no, he's not my boyfriend. And you're like, well, not yet, kind of thing. And she's like, yeah, he's kind of like a brother kind of thing. She is a little too generous, in my opinion. She should be totally creeped out by that.
I guess watching over her from the cockroach changed her feelings.
I guess so. Okay, so you're explaining why you have so little money, and you just explained to her that you lost all of your money and have insane debt because of poor investments. Oh, how much of a mega loser is this guy? So it says, how much of a mega loser? Yes. Yeah. The company that you happen to go to for a job application seems like one of the people working there is the blonde girl that you met at the beginning of the game. So it says girlfriend radar activated. Activate blonde protocol. Okay, so now it's your turn, Saul. You have 1 or 2. So you said 2, all was an asshole. In this case, they actually switched things up.
Yeah.
You were told by the person taking the interview to leave, and 1 is get extremely mad at the interviewer, and 2 is be polite.
Politely leave.
Politely leave. Saya says, "Damn it!" Well, it is 2 though, so
Yeah.
let's be civil, I guess, in this case.
僕は面接の通知を受けてきました。資料を見間違えたんですか？それとも他の人と間違えた？
来い、これは君の名前だな。仕事経験はあまりないな。自分がここに働く資格を持っているとでも思ってるのか。
僕、
時間の無駄だ。
来い。さっきの面接官嫌な感じ。
この世界っていろんな人がいるから。
寛大じゃん。
生きるためだよ。
お金に困ってるようには見えないね。前の会社が潰れた？
うん。
適当に言っただけ。図星なの？
そう。投資に失敗してね。借金まみれだ。周りの人に迷惑かけたくなくて。
Well, not only did he fail in investments, but the company he was working for went bankrupt also.
Oh, okay, so
He's
Although
ultra down on luck.
although he is a mega loser, I guess it's the type of loser that you can't hate him because he has insanely bad luck too. Like
見たってわかんないだろう。
何をしている？こんな絵はお金にならないわ。顔料の無駄遣い、この損失は給料から差し引くわ。
待ってください。これは名作赤青黄のコンポジションに自分らしさを加えたものです。
弁解はいらない。これ以上してみろ。クビにするぞ。
僕。
その絵、譲ってもらえますか？
うんさん。
この絵、よくできているわ。センスを感じる。仕事を変えてみない？
うん。この仕事苦労して見つけたから、簡単にはやめられないよ。ありがとう、うんしさん。こんなにいい仕事見つけてくれて。
大したことじゃないわ。君は才能を持ってるから。
もしもし。
もしもし、美術館にいるの？
なんで知ってるの？
出張から帰ってきたら通りすがりに見かけたんだ。会いに行くね。
ちょっと。切られた。シャオル。
コイさん、新しい仕事とても良さそうだね。今日ここに来たのは、ここで何してるの？
うんしさんの紹介で絵画教室の先生してるんだ。生徒が多いと稼ぎもいいよ。
なら生徒募集中？
うん。
so he happened to bump into the person that's an artist and a teacher, art teacher, and when you were doing some part-time job, and was about to lose the part-time job, and she kind of saved your ass and hired you as an art teacher too. So I assume that he was in the arts then, I guess. The plot is kind of flying all over the place, but I'm assuming that.
And said, why don't you try drawing the 3 of us? And it's giving the option of photorealistic, impressionist, and animal.
Well, it's your turn, Jenny. So.
Well, which to go for?
You actually have the skill to paint a photorealistic painting? Being able to master those 3 art styles is pretty impressive, I guess. Or photorealism, impressionism, and anime.
After getting an art job, instead of doing impressionism or photorealism, you do anime. That would be like pretty ridiculous.
Kind of, I guess. But actually, some high art is kind of inspired by that scene right now too. So I've seen some stuff of like people painting Pokemon-like things in high art and then setting the frame on fire and stuff, and claiming that it's art and stuff. So
that the fire is part of the art.
Yeah, something like that.
Well, you want to try the anime then?
Well, it's your choice. It's your turn. So
I assume that each one is under each girl that it will go up for, huh?
Probably. I don't know though. It seems like they mix things up though. So just in case there are people that like that, I'll just put like answer the second one on the check sheet continually, kind of thing, probably.
Oh, I guess it'll just be kind of interesting to see what happens if you do an anime like.
Okay. Oh no, the only girl that liked you. Whoa.
It went down twice.
みんな集まって何するの？
今夜友達のホームパがあるよ。一緒に行く？生徒が増やせるかもよ。部屋をスタジオにしようと思って。君のアドバイスが欲しいの。
Well, you are now one step closer to not getting lucky.
Damn it.
So it would be my turn then?
Yeah. And its roommate says she'll invite you to draw a picture for her friend, and she'll pay you $100.
So it's a commission. Yeah.
And the blonde is that she's having a home party and saying you want to come, and the artist says that she's renovating her room right now and would like advice.
Well, why don't we make the same mistake again and go party?
Going all over the place.
Yeah, see what happens when you get drunk again.
You mildly romance everyone, and like nobody really likes you in the end.
So it says time to lose the phone again.
Lose the phone and get in trouble again.
Drinking games.
Well, they play beer pong in China too,
I guess. So it says that blondie is trouble. Seems like it. Okay, so now it's your turn, Saliev. 1 or 2. Saliev says 2.
All right. 1 is drink, and 2 is listen to what she has to say.
So let's see. Which means she drinks. This could be chaotic too.
こがいいの？
発表します。今日は初めての給料日です。この記念すべき日に僕感謝の気持ちを申し上げます。君とそして君。
ちゃんと言ってよ。
というわけで
So
今
it
日は
passed
僕の終わり。
some time, and this is his first payday. And as a present, you got a cake. And you can choose to give it to one of the three or eat the cake yourself. What you can do, Jenny? Saya says, I guess 4 is eat it yourself. Saya says, yeah. Sorry for the caps. No problem.
Well, I guess for the sheer entertainment, I can eat it myself.
That would be kind of interesting to
piss
see what happens.
everybody off. Well, for the entertainment
Yeah.
value. Yeah. I'll go my route of being alone.
It's payday, so you show off eating a cake in front of everyone. It's like,
Like, what? Wow, they're all so upset.
コイさん、おごるって一体何をおごってくれるの？
用意してくるから待ってて。
so it says, why does the room partner always look like she is in pain? Maybe she genuinely despises you.
誰かな。
私が出る。コイ、何をおごってくれるの？
何でも OK。
なんでも OK だって。家賃は OK かね。
大家さん何かご用ですか？
家賃だよ、家賃。
もう2日だけ待ってください。
ダメだ。家賃を払うか出ていくか。
今本当お金ないんです。
金がない。さっき何でも OK って言ったのは誰だ？俺が荷物をまとめてやろうか。
ちょっと待って。じゃあ僕どこに住めばいいんですか？
So it says, oh, this guy looks like he came from a Yakuza game. He does. Literally looks like the guy that comes out in Yakuza 3, huh?
Yeah.
うちに来なよ。
ちょうど空き部屋もあるし、
No,
He looks like that, but he's actually, it seems like he's the landlord.
スタジオもあるわ。
And since it's your payday, he came to get the rent.
he's one of the Chinese mafia that come out in 3. I mean 2. No, that was the Korean mafia. No, wait, but the Chinese mafia do come out.
Well, all 3 of them usually come out in most of
Yeah.
the games.
Wait, but the Chinese mafia was more in 1 than 2.
Yeah. So it says it's not rent, it's protection investment. Basically, it seems like that. He does seem like he would be like that kind of dude. So I guess it's my turn then.
Yeah.
So it's
Move in with the artist. Continue to live with your roommate. Move in with the blonde, or beg the landlord.
okay. So I guess you moved out of the person that you were living with and got your own apartment, I guess, after starting a job. That's pretty fast. Beg the landlord.
That's pretty lame.
大家さん、ここがいいんです。追い出さないでよ。
So it says, yeah, this game is fast forwarding like crazy.
Oh man, I pissed all of them off.
君たちも見てないで、なんとか言ってよ。
Man, I've only been pissing them off.
Okay, so now,
Wow, after pissing all of them off, now I need to choose.
well, it should be Salio's turn now. So
Yeah.
so 1, 2, or 3, Saliev. So it says the partner in pain. So I guess 2 then, huh?
I guess so. Since I originally was living with her.
That makes more story. That thing makes more sense story-wise.
I guess so, yeah.
Good.
やっぱりここに残りたいよ。引っ越すのもめんどいし。シャオル、家賃は来月必ず返すから。
私が払います。
I got an achievement for begging the landlord.
Oh.
For being a loser, begging the landlord.
Okay, so I guess you didn't move out of the apartment. It's just that although you're sharing the apartment, you do have your share to pay. And you hadn't paid the landlord yet, so you asked her to pay your amount now to pay her next payday. So it says she does really look like her stomach hurts.
ありがとう、シャオル。僕の分の家賃も払ってくれたからお金ないだろう。
大丈夫って、そのうち返せばいいの。
I do think she's a little too generous for being fairly aggressive toward you at the beginning.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you're a loser, but you actually look pretty good.
Maybe. I guess that's about the only thing that makes sense.
He's a
Being
loser,
a mega
but
loser
man,
and mega
man,
dick.
he's hot.
I guess that's the only thing that would make sense for this to
実は
for the story to actually move this way.
今日は私の誕生日なんだ。
早く言ってよ。プレゼントも準備して。
Well, on her birthday, you ate a cake in front of her, and you had her pay for your rent.
お金を使う必要はない。
Yeah, she has the right to eat the cake that you bought now.
Yeah.
So it says now she gets her own cake. No cake for you.
やった。ついてきて。
So now where are you going?
罰金1000円。
立ち入り禁止になったの。
Said she wanted to take you somewhere that she likes.
And it's currently off limits. And
Let's jump the fence. It was either jump over the fence with her or ask her why she wanted to come here.
なぜここに来たか聞きたくないの？
別に。だって君の誕生日だから、どんな願いでも叶えてあげたい。
Big heart.
でもこの壁は高いね。どうやって乗り越えるの？
大丈夫だって。
And I guess it would be my turn then. And since Jenny chose to jump the fence, she's asking how are you going to jump the fence. And A is lift her up or show her how to climb above the fence.
That's pretty goofy.
Let's go with Goofy.
I'm just like perpetually being the idiot loser.
Yeah. So this looks like the beginning of a Fatal Frame game. Yeah.
簡単だって。見てて。
It's like, watch. This is how you do it.
ここからあそこだ。一回しかやんないぞ。力を入れて。
恋さん大丈夫？
大丈夫。ちょっとミスった。
行こう。
人生ってのはうまいこといかないもんだ。今聞いてもいいかな。ここに来た理由を。
実はネットで見たの。ここで流星群見られるんだって。流れ星に誕生日の願い事もすれば叶う確率2倍だって。
そうかもね。
ねえ、今バカにしたでしょ。
So it says, man, I love how they just opened the door and then she just tiny jumped to make it look like she actually climbed it. Yeah, that's pretty good. Tiny jump.
Tiny jump.
One of the best things to do when you're panning from one frame to another frame.
Yeah.
Tiny jump in frame and tiny jump out of frame.
待って、光が。
光った。どこ？おい。やば。逃げろ。
恋
Okay, so this is a timed one, so you're gonna have to choose, Jenny.
That's Metal Slug out of here.
Metal Slug out.
Sneak.
Sneak.
Duh! That didn't work out good.
早くしろ。早く。心配するな。罰金払わなくて済むように説明する。待ってて。
I just continue to goof.
So he says 2,000 social credit.
警備員さん、話を聞いてください。
Probably long and clumsy explanation of the situation.
罰金2000円。領収書はここだ。スマホ決済でね。
払おう。払わないと値上げするって。
So you're ending up paying a fine.
And she has to pay it because you still haven't been paid.
This is like her worst birthday ever. Sad music.
Man, totally messed up.
シャオル、シャオル。さっきの罰金、給料が入ったら返すよ。
お金のことはいい。でも流星群を見れなかったのはちょっと残念かな。うん。やっぱりなんでもない。先に寝るね。
Worst roommate ever.
どうしたの？
目を閉じて。
え？どうして？
いいから目を閉じて。ついてきて。
She was sad that she couldn't see the shooting stars. There was going to be a group of meteorites. Okay, so you couldn't pay for a petty fine, but you had the money to get this somewhere in the middle of the night? Oh, he claims that he made it. Wow, he's fast.
I guess he's an idiot, but he has extreme skills.
I guess he has art skills and engineering skills. He can also draw photorealistic, impressionist, and anime.
恋さん、私はね、このように二人でご飯を作って食べるのが好きだよ。
じゃあ、これからも一緒にご飯を作って食べよう。
恋さん、ほらこのクッキー食べてみて。
誰かな？
私が出る。
いや、僕が出る。
It's gonna be the landlord again.
恋、逃がさないよ。
コメット。
私に会えて嬉しい？寂しかった？
Fourth person to appear.
Oh no.
Whoa. Her one went up a lot. I have no idea why it went up though. I mean, like, you were such an asshole and you like ruined her birthday.
Oh, yeah, I made it up by staying at her place and making that. So, but I totally lowered the like rate of the artist, and the blonde was like neutral.
I assume there's 6 characters in all then?
Looks like there are 2 more spots. And it looks like the fourth member is someone you know. And her name is Comet.
Comet.
She came from the sky, from the stars.
Did she?
What do you think? You think I should stop? Probably the next chapter will be pretty long, huh?
Oh, well, I guess. Well, I guess if you want to cut it off at a part that would make sense when you pick it up again when you do the next stream. Each chapter is about 30 minutes, I guess, then?
It seems so, yeah.
Mm.
Well, I overall like really like messed stuff up.
Hmm. Yeah, things aren't going good. For some reason, things are going fairly good with with your roommate.
Your
but
roommate.
bizarrely. Yeah. Overall, things aren't going that great, though.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's just the way it is.
I guess so.
Well, I guess before I end, and then for the sake of it, so far, who is your pick?
Me? Taking me?
The blonde, the artist, the roommate, or the newly appeared comet?
I actually don't know enough about any of the characters to really form much of an opinion. I guess your roommate being unreasonably generous, I assume that she's a kind person, so maybe her? That's just my assumption.
Since I didn't go move in with the artist or the blonde.
Yeah, paying for an entire month of your rent is being pretty generous, so. Yeah. And you?
Me?
I don't like that the person in the middle was upset about anime art. I think that's snobby as an artist.
Well, I guess I'll have to see since it didn't make the choice, but I guess if I knew better, maybe the artist.
Maybe. Well, she seems like a reasonable adult out of all of them, seems like. So I guess you're going to end the stream for this week then?
Well, why? Oh, I said if I do another chapter, it'll probably be fairly long.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, you weren't listening.
Well, I was listening to you. I was just asking.
So I guess this is the end.
Okay. Anything you want to talk about? I mean, there was the Game Awards and stuff. Anything you liked or were amused by? The flute guy was pretty fantastical as usual. He played I'm not sure if you saw that part, but I watched the flute dude.
I did.
Yeah, the flute dude played 8 different wind instruments.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think they were properly miking him though. I kind of felt sorry for him. He still put his heart into the performance though.
Oh, really?
He was cool. And I'm glad that that I guess Salif says the only thing I liked in the fake awards were Ace Combat 8 and the new Star Wars Racing. Yeah, actually, I really liked the new Star Wars Racing game trailer. I was really excited for that, and I liked Ace Combat 7, so I'm looking forward to Ace Combat 8. I thought overall it was an okay show, but yeah, basically, yeah, I agree. I think the trailer that I liked the most was the Star Wars Racing. That looked really cool because I loved the racing game that came out before in the arcades that Sega made, the Pod Racer one. Yeah, I really like that game, so I'm actually looking forward to that one. Huh?
Yeah, there's also the ye old LucasArts one.
Oh yeah, the spiritual successor to the KOTOR.
Yeah.
Also, that people were assuming that won't be released till 2030 or something. But
2040.
Casey Hudson was saying that I'm not getting any younger, so yeah, it will definitely release before 2030. So hopefully that's good. I have my fingers crossed though, because he hasn't really shipped anything for a while, kind of. That was done. But that wasn't his fault. That's EA's fault though. So
yeah, that was a nightmare.
I don't trust Disney though, so We'll see. Yeah, but the the game looked really cool though, and Ace Combat looked stellar as usually. So I like that. I also like the fact that The Last of Us 2 isn't the game that won the most awards anymore now. I'm happy about that.
I hope that a turn-based RPG winning game of the year and the most awards will be a wake-up call to Western devs that it's okay to make a turn-based RPG, not an action RPG.
Yeah, hopefully. I think hopefully it will send a good it will make a good trend. Hopefully, we'll see though. But yeah, I guess that's about it. There wasn't. So I said, did you see Kojima's face not winning anything? I didn't see that, but I can imagine. I should look for that on the internet. I'm sure he was like, Jeff.
Like, man, I really need to stop associating with this guy.
Yeah.
This guy just wastes my fucking time. Kisses my ass and gives me nothing.
I'll check YouTube for that. So I guess that was most of the stuff that I agree with you on that. Those are the ones that I was excited about. Anything that you saw that you kind of liked, Jenny?
I guess overall that I would like to look forward to Nagoshi's new game, with Ma Dunk.
Yeah,
I'm sure it will have a very good dose of the Yakuza play style.
It basically seems like Ryuga Gotoku or Yakuza game set with the Korean mafia during the mid-90s in Shinjuku, basically. So yeah, being someone that likes the Ryuga Gotoku, the Yakuza series, I'm looking forward to that because I can kind of guess what to expect. Right? So,
insane action.
Yeah, and I like the actor. I like him. So, looking forward to that, I guess. As long as it's not canceled, yeah, that could happen.
I sure as hell hope Tencent doesn't cancel.
Yeah, I hope they don't. Or was it NetEase?
Oh, might have been.
I think it was NetEase. Yeah. So, that's about the stuff that I was looking forward to. Other than that, yeah, I kind of thought the Divinity trailer was cringy, but. That whole announcement was kind of cringy to me, but yeah, that's just me. People have the right to look forward to what they want to. So.
It was a little disappointing. There weren't any official Sega announcements.
Yeah, I wanted to see
they
more
relatively
Sega.
Usually announce something.
Yeah.
Well, maybe next summer. They'll announce a new Sonic Frontiers or something.
Or the Jet Set Radio game. They're working on a remaster or remake of the first one too, apparently. So hopefully see that sometime soon.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if you were still here, Salya, but do you have a pick for which girl so far?
So far, not a lot to digest right here so far, but at this point.
Or for the sake of it, the comic girl.
So he says roommate 100%. I'm concerned about her pain. Yeah, I'm concerned too. You need to. You're gonna give her an ulcer by causing her so much stress.
Such a loser.
Yeah, maybe she is in pain, and you're giving her an ulcer. That's the thing.
Well, I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah. Let's see if you can redeem yourself.
Sorry, I forgot about it. I need to tell you, Salya, that the next 2 weeks we won't be doing the stream.
Oh yeah. Things are pretty hectic at this time around here, too, huh?
yeah, relatives are coming, and New Year is always like there's all kinds of stuff.
Yeah, it's actually New Year's is much more busy than Christmas is over here, huh?
In Japan, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't.
So I guess this would be the last stream of this year then.
Of this year, and a week into next year, I'll be picking up where
Where
I
you left off here,
and see what kind of trouble comes.
So since I guess you won't be streaming next week, then you might want to say Merry Christmas and Happy New Year now.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And like they say in Mexico, Feliz Navidad.
Yeah. So there's no worries. You take care of your things. We can leave the lading for next year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So again, it's 1 week away, but Merry Christmas. Hope you have a great Christmas, a great holiday season, and a great New Year too. You and your family and your loved ones and your cats and dogs and pets. God bless all of them.
Thank you for coming by, and goodbye for this year.
Yeah. So it says you two take care and enjoy the holidays. Okay, thanks. So I'll be ending the stream in Japanese then. Again, thanks to Ivan and Miwo Rinimi for dropping by. And I'll be closing the stream in Japanese. ということでね、今週はここまでっていうか、今年はここまででっていう感じになるね。今年いっぱいの配信は今日で、収めるという、商業でございます。またね、来年、そうそうね、配信する予定なので、まあ、その時はね、またよろしくお願いします。過去の配信の分は、ジェニーのね、まだちゃんと自己紹介をしてなかったんだけど、ジェニーの過去の YouTube のね、チャンネルにアーカイブとして載せておりますので、よければね、YouTube の検索バーをクリックしますと、zGennyy でまた検索しますとね、この配信の主であるね、ジェニーさんのチャンネルが出てきますので、そこに到達したらば、読者登録、いいね、通知をオンにしてくださると我々喜びますということでね、また会うその日までぜひ良い1週間、良い年末年始をね、お過ごしください。ということで、またのお越しをお待ちしております。See you! Happy holidays!